2, 3, 4, 5. Hello? Anybody home? What's up, fam? How we doing? How we doing? We are live to the world. Do 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 do. Anybody here yet? Check, check, check. Cut that baby off. Live now. That's the truth. Let's see what kind of lighting we need in here. Ka-chow. That makes it better. That's hot. Oh. I gotta get Trey's team off of Facebook, I guess. So much drama on the Facebook page today. Takes me a couple miles. Hum. Don't need that, don't need that. Hey, Trey. What's up, fella? As I was looking for my Guy Gardner dice tonight, I was thinking, you know, where's all my War of Light stuff? And then I remembered, you have a lot of it. I got Trey's team right there. Holler. Oh, Pickles. Where's the third one? Here we go. Just counting my dices here. Trey, I made a team. Aren't you proud of me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 14, 20. Easy. I gave it all to you. You have my dice. Well, I was afraid you were going to say that. I do remember you giving me that. I wonder if I just threw it in a desk. What's up, Kim? How are you? Man, my chat looks so stupid. It's not how the chat usually looks, is it? Isn't it usually like the big green blocks instead? I'm upset. How are we doing this week, folks? So does Psylocke target or not? Let me look up the card. Two cost Psylocke. When fielded, you pay Mask to knock out one character. Cold up here. What up, Reg? How's the crazy night going? Let's ask people. Equip symbol. We'll see what the rules forum says right now. The rules forum being the rules questions on Discord. Do 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 do. Oops. 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 All. Quanon the Assassin. Because it specifies a number. It's a shame. It's a shame. I didn't tech any action removal on my team, so whoops. Whoops. Do 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 do. Oh, I don't know if there's one in the new set. That's interesting. Interesting. So it looks like it's Wilson, Kim, Bodie, Trey, and me. And Wilson put in the comments, I might be a little late. Heck, I might not make it at all, but I really want to participate. I like the attitude there. I like that. I like that. I will do my darndest to get there, you know? I'm down with that. Boom, boom. Wilson is right there. What is good? I like the tenacity in your comment, by the way. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So we're waiting on Bodie. I'm not sure if we got any other last minute. If we got any last minute signer uppers. I haven't put my team list in the list yet. I gotta make my team list final here with the basic actions. I think I'm using this, and I'm using this. Yeah, yes. I feel like my team is not nearly as gnarly as it could have been, but I just got Super Rare Multiple Man this week, and I was super pumped about building a team around him. Excited for my first WDA. I'm going to get destroyed, but it's still fun. I agree. It's going to be a blast. I just got Super Rare Multiple Man this week, and I really wanted to use him. And then I dig through my my Deadpool stuff. I have 3 dice. 3 dice for Super Rare Multiple Man. All right, here's my team. You guys want to see my team? You guys want the sneak peek? You guys want the inside look? Here we go. Oops, that's not it. This is it. Oh, there we go. Here's the sneak peek of my team. We got Miri Guy, always a good time. Miri Guy, Constantine. This is the uncommon Constantine for all you goons out there. Name a character before you draw. If you draw and roll that character this turn, you can field it for free. So hopefully I'll be getting all of my multiple mans for free. It's a long shot. It's a long shot. Elf Thief, everybody's favorite 2-cost, you know? Who doesn't love a little Elf Thief? This is going to be my Breath Weapon 1. So Breath Weapon 1 on all of my Guy Gardeners is essentially, hopefully, what's going to happen. Bifrost, I haven't decided if I'm going to buy this or not. But if I do, I can use it to get stuff in for my use pile. In theory, I'm going to be sort of like overwhelming my opponents, so I'll have stuff going through unblocked, going to use Bifrost, bring it through. Because who doesn't love tons of characters? That's pretty much my play style. What's up, Jocelyn? How many players are signed up for tonight? There are approximately 4 or 5. Sorry, I don't want to show everybody's... I forgot that I had this screen up. I don't want to show people's email. There are 5 of us here now. But I am only going to play the first round if we need a person to play the first round. Right now I got Wilson, Kim, Bodie, Trey, and then I can be a bye breaker for the first round anyway. Oh. I know... Who said they were coming late? Who did I literally just talk to? Oh, Joe's coming. Joe's coming. He said running 5 or 10 minutes behind tonight. We're always running 5 or 10 minutes behind, so that's a thing. So we could have upwards of 6 or 7 or 8, depending on how many last-minute people jump in here. Oh, yeah, we were looking at my team. So here we are. I was going to say, Novacore uniform is Breath Weapon 1 for all my Guy Gardeners. Halfling Thief, this is my tech for if people bring Chewinga. So if people bring Chewinga, I'm bringing Halfling Thief and trying to make it giant with experience tokens. It's also not a terrible ability on the burst, so I've actually never used this character in my life because I only just recently got D&D 1. So pretty pumped about that card. Playing Brazen Pegasus because again, the idea is to overwhelm my opponent with character die. I don't really know how that's going to work. I mean, I got Miri and Bifrost to get stuff out of my used pile. We'll see. We'll see. It's sort of a fun team. Really, I think the MVP is going to be Novacore because a lot of these 1 and 2 cost characters have 1 defense. So, generally, is it wrong that I brought Cube? So, anything that's on the global ban list for competitive Dice Masters is also banned. Sup, Bodie? Did I say sup yet? What's up, my dude? So, like, Swords of Revealing Light, Rare Cube, and whatever that other action that no one knows is, are banned from all WDA competitive events unless otherwise specified. Sorry to burst a bubble. Think there'll be a lot of Cube. Oh wait, but is I guess Cube is legal in Golden? Is that true? Oh jeepers. Yeah, Uncommon Cube, it was totally kosher. Rare Cube is legal in Golden. I totally forgot about that. It's okay. Nobody was really whining about that except... Let's see if I can find the team that Michaela was brewing the other day. It's probably a long ways... Oh, here it is. Here we go. Do. Clear the current team? Yeah, that's fine. Oh no, I can't clear my team. I gotta save it first. That would have made me sad. WDA 33 is what this team is called. Damn it. Doop-a-doo. This is what this is the team that the Discord, there was a group of Discord people that were brewing this team the other day. Rigorous training. I won't play it unless I play a cube team. Okay, whatever makes you feel good. I forgot that it was legal in 2 cost Wongs, so good. Jubilee, pretty gross. The new Black Widow with the global. Cold Gun. Oh gosh, I forgot about Cold Gun. I did think about Green Devil Mask because that would kind of wreck my team for sure. Prismatic Spray is always good. The rare Rip Hunter's Chalkboard, I imagine that's just for the global. I was actually anticipating other people bringing this, so I didn't bring it myself. I feel like there would be some gross teams. Yeah, there's going to be some craziness. No, it's not banned, Kim. I actually just forgot that it was legal in Golden. Instant War, which has been a fan favorite the past couple weeks. And with great power, I don't know if that's actually going to see any... I feel like that wouldn't really see any light of day on this team. I feel like you win before you need this. Getting dice together now. What's up, Joe? I'm going to make the bracket now. Challenge.com. You guys will get the inside look. This is WDA. How do I usually... WDA 33. Small and mighty. Bam! If you guys ever want to look back at these tournaments, they are challenge.com/WDA underscore the name, twitch.tv/final Ross Battle. If you guys ever try to type with no spaces, it is like hard. Swiss tournament. It's free to play. Quick advance, hide seed numbers. Save and continue. All right. My setup's pretty bad. The best way I am able to set up is my webcam records my mat upside down. Is that okay? Yeah, it's totally fine. I can manipulate your feed upside down, turn it back to back to back to side, however we need to do it. We'll make it happen. Let's add participants to the list. We've got Trey, we've got Joe, we've got Bodie, we've got Kim, we've got Wilson, we've got... Did I miss anybody? Trey, Joe, Bodie, Kim, Wilson. And then I'll be the buy buster. Unless there's one more person that's coming or is here. And Reg, you playing it? Oh no, Reg said he had some stuff to do, but he's gonna hang out. Maybe he changed his mind. That would be excellent, but that would be totally great. Packing for Cuba, yeah. I wish I was packing for Cuba. It's about to be like 5 degrees here tonight, which I know for some of you, like some of you up in the northern end of the universe, that's not very cold. But for Virginia, that's pretty cold. I can't until the wife finds out. Well, Reg, you and I could be one person together. Joe says, just submitted my team. Cool. It's not worth the risk, right? You can't go to Cuba with a wife upset, you know? But we could combine to be a person. If you wanted to play one of the three, or two of the three matches, and I could play one, that would be cool. The issue with me playing the full bracket is that only my games get shown, which is not what this is about. Okay, but nobody else that we know of is coming. Is that right, everybody? Hello? Last call. I'm going to put Rawsome. Negative 50 degree wind chills. We have a state of emergency. That just sounds so awful. I was like whining today when it was like 28 degrees or something. Such a sissy. Rawsome, the Rawsome buy spot. The Rawsome buy spot is going to be my name in the bracket. I can take round 2 off stream if you don't want to play. Yeah, if you want to come in and play the second and third round, that would be cool. That way there's less... Anytime there's less buys, I feel like it's just a better experience for everybody around. Also, calling all boss battlers out there. Trey is looking for a group of boss battlers. Which also, I know this is like maybe just a blast into the wind, but for one of the Twitch partnership achievements, we have to have 10 people post in the chat in the same minute. I think it's by minute. I don't know when it is. But we have 9. Currently our top is 9, which I mean, I don't even know how I would say, like, hey, tell your friends, tell your mom, tell your mom's friends. Come in and type in the chat. I don't know, but it is a little frustrating when I go and it's like, oh, you have 9 out of 10. I just need pants packed in the suitcase, so sounds good. Yeah, turn them inside out. You know, you only need 1 pair. You don't really need anything else. All right, sounds good. The bracket is going to be finalized then, the 6 of us. Let's do this thing. Time to pull out the alt account. There it is. Wilson knows what's up. Bam. Okay, let's scramble the bracket a couple times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 19, 14. We already did 14. Start the tournament. Here we go. First round pairings are Trey versus Kim, Joe versus Wilson, and Bodie versus the Rawsome buy spot. Bodie versus the Rawsome buy spot is going to be on stream in room 6. Also, I don't have the green screen up today because I have to use my camera to play with. So there's that. Production quality is going to go down just a hair. But Trey versus Kim. Also, guys, you've never had You've never got the chance to bet against me. Who shall prevail? If I can spell it correctly. Ross will be option 0. Bodie will be option 1. You can bet up to 10 bad rolls. You'll get 50% of them back. Well, you get 150% of your bet, I suppose, if you want to look at it that way. Folks, you have 5 minutes to place your bets. Good luck. Have fun. Everybody else, good luck on your games. Hey, I just got 30 bad rolls, so we should probably bet some on Bodie, of course. Bingo. It's time to get them back. All right, let's do this thing. Let me cut off my music. Mic check, mic check. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. I wonder how it's going to let me do this. It's about to go terribly wrong. Let's see if this works. Shoot. Shoot. All right, folks. I remember now why we haven't been doing this before. It's because my computer hates it when I do this. It won't let me use my webcam in 2 different places. Sugar. Do. You know what I could... No, I can't do that either. Shoot. This is about to be an interesting debacle. Greetings. What's up, man? How are you? Well, everything was going great until I remembered why we hadn't done this before, and I think it's because my computer, it won't let me use my webcam for streaming and for, like, 2 different programs can't use my camera at once. Huh. I'm trying to think how I can rig this to work out. Because if I capture it that way, huh. How much delay is on the stream between when I say something here and when it comes through?
About 5-6 seconds.
5 or 6 seconds. Huh. I just wonder how terrible it would be if I looked at your screen, you watched the stream, but you turned the audio. That would be hum. Because essentially, well, let me point the camera in the right direction so you can actually get an idea of how this could potentially look. Dang it. So next on the list is another webcam. Then I could play and broadcast. Holler. I'm just trying to think if there's a way that I can like trick my camera into not knowing that it's being used in one or the other of these places. All right. Oh, this looks pretty janky. So I could do that, and I could do that. I had mine, and I literally don't know where it is. So I'm proxying that card, but so how do you feel about watching the stream 5 seconds behind?
To me, that's fine.
Okay, it's gonna be. I mean, I can see yours in real time. It's just gonna be odd for you. Is that the same? Oh, sweet. Okay, even those are similar. Cool. All right, well then we're just gonna try that. Like I said, production value is about to take it to the tank, but here, let me put both of my proxies next to each. Actually, I have 3 proxies on this team. So Rare Bifrost with the Fixer. I got Elf Thief here. We got Guy Gardner is here. Did you hear the story about I got super rare multiple man literally this week in a trade, and then I looked and I only had 3 dice for him, so that was awesome.
I'm still trying to get the card.
Yeah, I traded like almost an entire Guardians common uncommon set for it, mainly because I just had a lot of Guardians stuff, but it was a pretty good trade. So the other proxies are this Constantine is the uncommon.
Okay.
Do you remember what that says?
The uncommon.
It's before I draw, I name a character. If I draw and roll that character, I get to field it for free this turn.
Okay, cool. I got the super rare one.
Oh, cool. And then I got this Nova Corps uniform is going to be the rare that essentially gives Breath Weapon 1. Well,
Yeah,
not
that's it.
without even playing. Paying for it. So when attacks, deal 1 to all opposing characters.
Yep.
All right. Everything else is as shown.
Cool. Do you know mine, or do I need to go through it?
So I see. So you got Super Rare Constantine, Super Rare Black Widow. I assume that's the 1-cost Kobold Swarm.
Yep.
It's the Guy Gardner promo. We got which cube is this?
Rare cube, but I'm not going to use it only against. I brought it.
All right.
I was like, well, I don't really want to use it because it's usually casual during WDA. But I was like, if someone brings cube, I want to have it. Just
Right. That would be the showdown of the lifetime. Rare Cold Gun, cool. That's the Electra that your 2 costs can't be targeted or something.
Yeah. Can't be targeted by global abilities either players.
Casey Jones blocks any number of sidekicks or something like that.
Can black up to 3 character dice with purchase cost 2 or less.
Oh, solid. All right, and then Cloud Kill Res, and I have Brazen Pegasus and Truce. Brazen Pegasus.
I've always wanted to use that.
Not a card you see every day. Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, the essence of my team is just flood the field with characters and see what happens. So,
I think it's a good card. I've always wanted to use it.
yeah, it's pretty rad. It's pretty rad. All right, do you want to do sidekicks? You want action or energy? I don't really care. All right, I'll roll. You call.
All right, energy.
All right, action it is, and I will go. You've got resurrection over there. I will go first. All right, good luck.
Upstairs.
People in Streamland out there, if I forget to change the screen, I apologize. This is not the normal setup. Oh, wait, sorry. I'm just going to restart. Start with 3 dice. We got mask, pawn. Not really where we want to be. We'll re-roll the pawn. Gets us a fist. Where do we go first? Where do we go from here? Oh, that was worthless. I was thinking you had Villainous Pact, not Resurrection. Dope! It's alright. Well, let's just buy Guy Gardner. You know, do what we know. Do what we know here. And pass to you.
All right. You got Bifrost? Shield
Yep.
fixer? Well, I'm going to fix this to a shield by 3 kobolds. With that, and then I'm going to res.
Nice. All right. I lose my mask because I'm terrible at the game. Let me switch back to my screen. All right. 4 from the bag. There we go. That's better anyway. What do we need? We need things and we need them quick. Let's do... I think the play here is roll for sidekicks. Yeah, let's do that. Let's keep 2 question marks. We'll roll for sidekicks. Not today. We'll buy a... All good. I'll buy a Miri for 2, and I'll res... Sorry, Miri plus these are in the bag. I'll res all of this. And pass.
Sweet. 3 in the bag.
Ye old kobold.
Yo, Cobalt. Roll the sidekick. Another bolt.
I was gonna bring Cone of Cold for some clearage, but I just figured I'd go for it.
That's why I brought Cloud Kill.
Yeah, that's a interesting choice over there. Interesting meaning might hurt myself with that.
We're gonna go Serena, and let's go Constantine, and I will pass turn you.
All right, lose my question mark. It's so odd when everything's a 2-cost and you want to res. It's almost like your ramp. It's almost like your ramp is like it's not even worth anything at that point. All right.
That's what I was thinking too. But I was like, I could throw Cobalt at 1 cost. And
We like that. We like this. I think we're gonna roll these and hope for some things. That's some things. So, I feel like I need to catch up in the character race here. So let's do. We'll do 2 for another. We'll do one of these and one of these for another guy. We'll do 2 of those for another guy. And we'll res and pass turn.
cool. I got some nice. 1 swarm, 2 swarm. That's my whole bag.
There it is. Yeah, there it is.
That's
Just buy 10 more.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Let's reroll these 2 just.
I will say, Zarina is one of the cards that I need to eventually acquire. She's just so good in gold.
I got so lucky with Serena and like actually most of the AVX.
Yeah.
I went on Facebook Marketplace and this dude was selling like an AVX set. And it was just like, shoot me an offer, and I'm like, okay, cool, what's he got? And there were some pictures like, oh, he's got some decent stuff. He showed the super rares. I'm like, I messaged him. He's like, yeah, it's almost a complete set. I'm just missing like, a couple things here and there.
Mhm.
Like, okay. I was like, how much? He's like, shoot me an offer. I was like, how about, I was like, how about $50? Was my first offer.
Right. He's like, so.
Yeah, pretty much. He's like, make it 60, and I'll include the shipping. Like, okay.
Dang. That's like it came with what?
It came with Serena. It came with super rare Wolverine, super rare Fantastic.
Mm.
Pretty much all the super rares, and it came with an AVX mat, a binder. Like it had all.
Nice.
The stuff.
Yeah, I got a complete set in the collector's box of Uncanny for $20 off this girl who like just broke up with her boyfriend and was like selling off all his stuff.
That's awesome.
All right, how are you gonna torture me with all these fists?
2 Serenas.
Oh, yep.
We're gonna go with a Guy Gardner, and we're gonna res.
Nice. Pull this over here. Oops.
And your turn.
Alrighty. I lose my Miri bolt. Going to bed. I love you.
Night.
Bodhi says goodnight.
Oh, good night, Mom.
She said goodnight. So fill the bag. Let's see what we can do here with our Miriam guy. All right. That's the idea. That is the idea. Especially if Guy comes along for like his 4/4 side would be awesome. Although if I have to pay to field him, we're gonna be in trouble. What are his fielding costs? I don't have the card with me.
For Guy, It's 001.
Okay, all right. So maybe not the 4/4 side. Maybe something else. I think we go full re-roll here, though. We didn't get Guy. Unlucky. Oh, I just forgot to change my screen because that's a thing. Well, we'll still field her. She needs a chance. We'll pay a mask. We'll field her. We will then. I'm just feeling like your team is not going to be in the field long enough to cloud kill away. I feel like it's going to be a quick hit. But what could be cool is we'll pay 2 for. We'll play 2 for another Miri. And then we'll pay 2 for Novacore. And pass to you. At least Miri can spin down twice. That's the good news here. Because the pain is about to begin.
Yeah. Maybe.
Maybe, that's right. At least you didn't get a whole mess of swarms that turn.
I'm gonna feel that sidekick for free. We'll feel Serena for free. I'm gonna spin down one of my sidekicks here to a shield.
All right.
Another Guy Gardner.
Just lay it on.
Yep, and I'll pay 1 to feel a level 3 Serena. Pass priority.
Pass back.
Alright, I'm gonna attack with the 2 Serenas, a 2-1 and a 3-3.
All right, so I got to spin down twice or take 2 each, right?
Yep.
So I will spin all the way down to level 1. And I suppose I will block. I suppose I'll block the lightweight here and we'll do the double knockout thing here. And I'll take 3.
Alright.
Sounds good. Over to me, huh? All right, let's see if we can get. There we go. Guy Miri again. This time Guy rolls. No Miri yet, of course. We did get a sidekick, which is helpful. So I think we only roll Miri again. Come on, baby. Oh, she's 1 to field, but we've planned for this. So we'll field Guy first on his 3/2 side. Then we'll field sidekick. Then we'll field. Then we'll field Miri for 1. And I can bring in a 2 cost or less from my used pile, which will be Guy at level 1. Yeah, Guy at level 1. And we'll res away our last shield. And then I will attack with 2 blockers. 2 of those. So Guy has to attack, right? Isn't that how that works?
Yep.
All right, we'll push them all. Maybe we keep Miri. She's on level 3. So push with 2 Guy Gardeners.
Just 2 Guy Gardners?
Yep, so a 3/2 and a 2/2.
And that's what their buff stats?
Oh, right, because they get +1. Daggone it. Hang on, let me just pull the card up since I'm being that guy right now. Anywho, he gets +1 for each other attacking die. So they're each. So it's a 4/2 and a 3/2. Yeah.
I'll block the 4/2 with my sidekick.
All right.
Let the 3/2.
Right. On the board. That's what I like to see. And over to you, sir. It's nice to get to play a game every once in a while, you know?
Of course. Oh, yeah.
Trey's been trying to convince me for weeks. Like, he's like, I know it's your show and all, but like, you should just build a team and play all 3 rounds. And I'm like, I don't know. I think it's not necessarily what people want. That's a perfect solid roll there. I really like the way that is. Of course, I say that now, and then you end up buying like 5 more characters, and I just die. So
I don't feel like buying until I get these characters.
there you go.
One moment. That's fine. So, level 2 Serena. Pay a bolt to field level 3 guy. What? Sorry, Mike.
It's all good.
Let's do another. Whoops, sorry. That was a fist. Let's do another. My last kobold here.
Woof.
We'll resurrect. We got a field. We got a Miri and a.
I got a level 3 Miri and a level 2 guy and a sidekick.
Pass priority.
Pass back.
I'm gonna attack with Serena and Guy Gardner. Guy Gardner's gonna be a 5/4.
A 5/4, you say. And Zarina, I'd have to spin down or take 2.
Yep.
So we'll spin down Miri to level 2. And then what will we do next? I think we'll double block Guy for 4 and Miri blocks Zarina for 2. So I think everybody's dead. The kobold is left standing.
Okay. Yeah, because Guy has a 5/4, and then you double block, so that'd be 4. Yeah.
All right, over to me. Try to restabilize here. 2 from the bag. Let's see what else we can get here. Nova Corps uniform would be nice to kill Constantine and the kobolds anyway. So we got two guys, 2 Miris, and a whole mess of sidekicks. Come on, folks. All it takes is 1 of each. We can do this. I think we just keep the 1 character face, reroll everybody else. Oh my gosh, no Miri. No Miri at all. And I have to attack with Guy. This is gonna smart. Well, we pay 1 bolt to field Guy at level 3. We will purchase. What will we purchase? Elf Thief could be useful, I suppose. Multiple Man Swarm would be nice to play catch up, but I only have no masks. That's alright. We will, oh man, it is kind of worthless. We're going to buy 2 Nova Corps uniforms and keep our 2 bolts and attack with Guy Gardner. I guess I pass first. Guy is at 4/4.
I pass it back. And I'm just gonna let Guy through.
Bingo.
Alright. Got 1 in my bag.
Hey, we'll take all the sidekicks we can get this draw. Just saying.
And a 3. Ooh, it's sworn for 1.
Just not another Serena would be great. All right. All right. I started playing, Justice League was my first set, so like Constantine, that die just has such a special place in my heart. Like it's still one of my favorite color combinations in the entire game.
The die is awesome.
Yeah.
Constantine. He'll be on his level 2. Another kobold. Guy Gardner. It's like I'm gonna res. Pick up my last Gardner.
Nice.
Might as well.
That's right. I got no field.
So I'll attack with one cold wall. He was a 1/1 sidekick and Guy Gardner. So guy is 5, 6, 7 will go through.
All right, I'm down to 10.
And with Constantine, I'm gonna name your Guy Gardner.
All right. I didn't want to attack with him anyway.
Yeah.
But he doesn't get the sweet +1, that's for sure. All right, 4 from the bag. We got a guy, sure enough, and an Overcore, and 2 sidekicks. Let's get back to my screen here. Didn't roll. I rolled a sidekick. We'll keep the sidekick, roll the rest, and hope for the best. Oh my. Oh my. Well. Well. You know, I'd like to say things could be worse, but really not much since I rolled all fists. I guess I could spin down, but having one blocker is priceless against at least one Guy Gardner. So.
Yeah, against that type of team, at least one blocker.
Yeesh.
Kind of crucial.
Right. Good grief. This was bad. Let's do. I'll pay 4 for a Bifrost. That way I can try to play catch up later. Anyway, I'll field a sidekick and pass to you.
All right.
Just hope we can hang on. That's right. That's right.
Played a golden tournament at my at our gaming store.
Yeah.
Oh my god, my rolls.
Yep. And on a team like this, where it's like if you know the difference between having one blocker or no blockers is so huge, it's like you miss all your characters, you just die. Yeah, turd, little Serena turd.
One for her. Level 1 guy.
It's still, I think it still might be enough, just enough maybe.
What do you have in the field?
I have 1 sidekick, yep. But I'll have to pay the 2 to spin, yeah.
So that was what, taking 1, 8, 3. Yeah, I think that might.
I'll block Guy, and it'd be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 maybe.
So you block if I attack you, and then I have 5, 6, 7. I'd be 1 less.
Yeesh, yeesh. Die another day.
So I'm just going to attack with Guy and Serena. Gives you a 2.
All right.
And then
Yeah, I'll take the 2, and
Guy would be a 3, and then Serena's a 3.
huh. Maybe I just take my chances and let them both go. I mean, I don't need the sidekick for anything, but I don't really want to bounce either one of those. Yeah, I think I just have to let them both through and take 6 more. Down to 2. All right. Let's see what sort of stabilizing methods we can use here. A guy and 2 sidekicks so far. Oops, guy and 2 sidekicks, and then we get 1 more here. The only way, actually, since I.
Name his name.
Oh yeah, he'll name Guy again. Oh god.
I didn't know if you want me to say it it again or not. But
That's all right.
yeah.
Well, this could have been worse. So we will re-roll a question. Now we'll re-roll the shield for jollies. Try to get another another sidekick. So tons of blockers, and we're gonna res for next turn and pass it over to you. Try to hang on. I have 1 spin down worth and only 2 health, so
In the bag, 2 are swarm.
that's the spirit.
So here's the 4. And we'll draw 2 for swarm.
Yeesh. Black Widow. Oh, not today.
Guy came up.
Not pulling her weight. Psych. She's already hit me for like 7 total or something.
One Serena came up. That's 2 to field. I'll field those 2 on level 3. Got Cobalt on level 3. Those. How many you got in your field again?
I have 3 sidekicks and a level 2 guy. So 4 blockers. Yeah, you can get 2 through, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. My attack with everything, you would just take my 4 highest.
Yep. You would get a kobold. The kobold would come through for the poke in the eye.
Yeah.
Yep.
Spin on you.
Good game, good game.
Game, bud.
Yep. It was fun to play. We'll see you back in the chat. We'll see what everybody else is up to. It looks like at least one other game's done already, so.
Sweet, man.
Yep. Best of luck in round 2 and 3.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Peace. Alrighty, fam. This is the setup of the century. Sorry you guys had to watch me get absolutely destroyed. I did some damage though. I was proud of myself. But congrats to Bodie on dusting the floor with me. Hey, it looks like we beat Belly Button Lint. That's a good time. Jordo's here. What's good? What's up this eve? There's tons up this eve for sure. It's happening. I think 2 of the 3 games are finished. We're still waiting on Wilson and maybe not. I forgot where they were playing. I think they're playing in room 3. Doodly doo. Matey or Matty or Matt, whatever you like. It's whatever you like. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a great night thus far. Let me move my stuff out of the way because I will not be playing another round unless Reg can't make it. But I think he was rip roaring, ready to rumble for that game. I just never got my Miri guys to sync up, unfortunately, and I never got my Novacore uniforms out before having to block with all of my Miris. But that is how the team goes. That is how it goes against Zarina and Guy Gardner. But no go. Unlucky. Unlucky, Matt. Next time. Yeah, this one's getting wild already. No cool background. Yeah, no cool background today because I had to use my own camera to shoot my own game. I guess technically I could put the green screen up now, but as it were, I think I'm just gonna leave it because it would take me a couple minutes to get the lighting just right. Not really into doing that right now. But next week we will return to streaming from your favorite DC, Marvel, D&D, Yu-Gi-Oh, Ninja Turtles, Warhammer universe location. What if this is the cool background? That's right. This is actually just a green screen of my office is what it is. It's all an illusion. Let me get my keyboard back over here onto the playmat area. Because if you come into my area, I'm going to have to bury ya. Are all the games over, or are we still waiting on one? Joe and Wilson. Joe was just in the chat just a minute ago. Maybe he's just watching the chat, though, while he plays to get into the boss battle. Oh. Does anybody want to give me a round one update of how round one went? Trey says that Kim whacked him. The old bing bong slapping. I turned off my music, but I kind of want it back. Does anybody object? Doodly doo. It's so loud. I didn't win or lose. That's the spirit right there. That is the spirit. Also, is Reg here? Reg, are you here? And would you like to play in round two? Doodle doo 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 doo. Because as much as I think that my team is super tournament viable, I think that I could give someone else a chance to strut their stuff. I got to take this sweatshirt off. It's so hot. Yeah. All right, back at it. Is there still a game going on? Let's check. Let's look. Let's find it. I think they're in room 3, if I remember correctly. We gotta sneak in. We gotta sneak in. Pause this crap. All right, pause that. We're joining the hangout.
Damage in, and it just would not have been good. But hey, good luck. Best of luck to you. You do actually have a really good game.
Thanks.
Or you actually have a really good team. Sorry.
Thanks. I've been working on it for like 2 days.
Dang it, looks like we just missed the end of that game. We just missed the end of that game. Joe over Wilson. Holler. I can play one game. Reg, that sounds great, my man. Kim over Trey. Joe over Wilson. Bodie beat me. So let's get to the bracket. We just missed the end of Joe and Wilson's game. Hopefully we get to see their teams here in a bit. So Kim over Trey. Joe over Wilson, and Bodie beat the Rawsome buy spot, which also means we need to award some bad rolls to the people that bet correctly against me, which for any of you guys who have never, seen me play, it's not that I'm bad at the game. I just usually have like a pretty Jimmy combo team that I want to work really bad. Close your eyes, Ross is stripping. No, when you're a teacher, I feel like in teacher ed, like when I was getting my master's, they were like, all right, kids, this is called taking off a sweatshirt 101. So that you don't, have the awkward, my shirt stuck to my sweatshirt, isn't it, trick in front of all of your students. All right, we're ready for round 2. Reg is going to play in my spot. So, first is going to be Trey versus Reg. Trey versus Reg. Then it's Kim versus Wilson and Joe versus Bodie. Trey versus Reg. Kim versus Wilson. Joe versus Bodie. Let's get Kim versus Wilson on the stream. Does that sound awesome? It's okay. My pants are in the suitcase. You've done your job tonight, Reg. I totally love that. If we could get Kim and Wilson in room number 6, that would be the best. Room number 666. It says that I'm already in the call. Oh, I already have a window open for this. Whoops. Doodly doodly doo. Let's get the betting going here. What do you say, folks? If you have not ever bet before, option 0 is going to be Kim. Option 1 is going to be Wilson. You guys now have 5 minutes to place your bets by putting exclamation bet in the chat, a space, a 0 or a 1, depending on who you'd like to bet on, and a number between 1 and 10. For instance, I just bet 10 bad rolls on Wilson. I haven't looked at either one of their teams, so shot in the dark. But best of luck to both of you guys. We'll see you in a minute in room 6. Doodly doodly doo. And we get to use our actual thing this time. That's awesome. This will be... actually, I don't know who's going to be where, but this will be Kim versus Wilson. Actually, it'd probably be the other way around. Properties. Greetings. Hello. Check, check. 1, 2. What's up? How was game 1? Yeah, I know he's been talking it up. I'm excited to see it because we were talking about Super and Multiple Man the other day, and he was like, "It seems like perfect Chaos Warp combo fodder." Would one of you, Wilson? You said you're maybe on a. Anyway, you're on an odd setup or something. Kim, is it cool if you also join Room 5?
Sure. Yep.
Super cool.
If you want to, I can flip my board around and put it down.
No, it's all good. I actually have you front and center, ready to rock.
Awesome.
Yeah. I'm glad you could make the WDA, man. I feel like,
This is awesome. I'm excited.
right, you've been in, I think feel like you've been in the chat a few times, right?
I have, yeah.
Yeah, just haven't played. Well, welcome. It's been great having you in the chat, and it's been, I mean, thus far, it's been great having you as a player, so welcome all around. Let me get the windows adjusted here. Let me get your team lists pulled up.
Oh yeah, should I put that in the chat? Or...
It's cool. I'll get it on the, from the Google form, yeah. Oops, let me get this.
Wilson, you want to go through your global abilities you have there?
Oh yeah, sure. Okay. I only have one. I have the.
Okay.
Nice.
I have 4.
That's almost as simple.
Yeah, sorry about it. So I have Villainous Pact, which is
Okay.
almost like Res, except it's pay a mask, and you
Okay.
can only prep it if your prep area is empty.
Okay.
Right.
So it's kind of like the reverse of, I guess, Res. I have another one where it's pay a bolt, and one target character gets +1A.
Okay.
I have Rip Hunter's Chalkboard,
Okay.
which is pay a shield, and the first die you purchase this turn is added to your prep area instead of your used pile.
Okay.
Okay, so you can like pay a shield, and then move one over right over to prep.
Which is
That's only
awesome.
on your first purchase, though.
Okay.
And I have another one. It's the Blackbird. It's pay
Okay.
1 generic. And a target global ability cannot be used until the start of your next turn. And you can only use
Okay.
this once per turn. So you pretty much can shut down a global ability.
Okay.
Other than that, that's all I have.
Pretty rad. The other thing that I think is pretty rad is that you're both using the same playmat, which is awesome. It makes the stream the symmetry is like it's almost as if my production quality is so high that
It goes red, green, blue, orange.
it's pretty rad. There we go.
Would you like to roll for sidekicks, or do you want to do? Oh, actually, Ross has to do his first.
Oh yeah, I'll just do a little intro-y thing and then I'll kick it over to you guys. Take it off. But best of luck to you both. Here we are, folks. Week number 33 of the Weekly Dice Arena. We have the small yet mighty format. Characters must be 2 costs or less. Actions can be any cost. And this is a Golden Age tournament. Any card is legal except for those that WizKids has banned. So we've got Kim here versus Wilson in the second round of Swiss. It's going to be awesome. Take it away.
All right. Do you want to roll action energy, or do you want to roll sidekicks?
You okay if we do sidekicks as well?
Sure.
With my brothers?
Yep, no problem.
There you go. It's all about whatever makes you comfortable, you know?
I have one.
All right.
1 sidekick for Wilson. He'll be going first. Oh, solid.
I'll
Sorry.
go ahead and go first.
He's going to go first. There we go. I chose for him, but it didn't really matter.
Alright, here we go.
Looks like Guy Gardner's on both sides. Kim's a little more global heavy. I'm trying to think what's here's on Wilson's team. He's got Connor Kent. He's got Ace the Bat Hound.
I will pick up the question,
The question.
and I'm gonna go ahead and use Resurrection Global.
The question says Gadgeteer.
My bad.
So Gadgeteer says, when the question attacks, you can roll an action die from your used pile. which is pretty awesome. I haven't ever, now that I think about it, I have never made a team around Gadgeteer. I'm excited. Kim rolls question mark 2 masks and a bolt.
Way that I wanted, so
Yeah, only
Villainous Pact.
Villainous Pact is good. So we got Rez and Villainous Pact on the board.
I'll buy a Black Widow,
Okay.
and I will hold that to you.
Black Widow, super good.
Here we go.
Move this window over just a hair. Chat's bothering me. Not the people in chat, of course. People in chat represent. So the question's coming out.
Psychics.
Question's still on double mask. But in theory, Wilson could field the question, buy an action, and roll it straight out of his use pile, which is awesome. Sort of similar to a Ring of Winter used pile shenanigans stuff.
I'm just gonna pick up a team up.
Team up.
Um,
Team up basic action says
I waste that. Clean my bag. Bag refill.
each of your character dice get +1/+1 for each different affiliation among your active characters. So that is why we see so many different affiliations over here on Wilson's team.
Okay.
I see Super Friends, Bat Family, Villains, Avengers just in the screen so far. It's going to be awesome. That is what I was building up for tonight's team up. Oh, that would have been awesome. That would have been awesome. I actually, have I built a team up team? Not sure. Probably have at one point.
Use Grip Hunters Global to buy and prep over Black Widow.
Buy and prep Black Widow, which I think was going to be Kim's first play, but didn't have enough shields. I think that's what happened. But it's super
I
fast.
have a question about
Mhm.
the Red Hunter's chalkboard. Is
Yes.
that's for character dice or can it be used for?
Nope, it's anything you first purchase.
Okay, cool.
So it could be anything, action dice or characters. It doesn't say anything you first purchase. So if you're going to purchase multiple things and you want to use it, just what do you want in your prep?
Which is really wild. Also, one small snafu is that you need to Villainous Pack before you Rip Hunter something over.
And I'll pass to you.
Because your prep has to be empty for Villainous Pack. Over to Wilson. I'm curious what's going to happen here. 4 sidekicks, though. Can't get too extravagant.
Okay. Okay, I'll pick up a Guy Gardner. And then I'm gonna use Red Hunter's chalkboard to protect him.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and use Resurrection.
Okay.
I gotta
Solid.
reload back for that one.
Pretty gross.
You only refill what you didn't spend. So whatever you spent
Oh,
there,
sorry.
it doesn't get refilled. That's okay.
Okay, sorry. I just used.
So you bought a.
I think it should just be 3 sidekicks.
Yeah, you bought,
Yep.
pin and yep,
Sorry about that.
that's okay.
Okay. Go ahead. Alright.
4.
Go ahead and pass.
I don't know. Could have been 3 sidekicks. Could have been 4. I was thinking it was just 1 to pay for Rip Hunter, 1 or 2 to pay for Guy. But
Right, those roll.
they know better than I do. They're the ones playing the game, getting crazy. 2 Zarenas here. That card is gross, as I saw in round 1 against Bodhi. If you're unfamiliar with Zarina, because she's ancient at this point, when Zarina attacks, your opponent can spin down a character or take 2 damage prior to damage being resolved.
My last Black Widow. I'll field her. She's a level 3. Field this one, level 2. And that's it for me. And
Alright.
No attacks. Interesting, because Wilson, there's no way he can spin down his sidekick.
Okay.
So he'd at least be taking 4 just from the direct damage, plus At least one of those Black Widows would have went through. That would have been a chunk of damage.
Okay.
Wilson doesn't get his Guy Gardner roll. He does get the question, which is cool. So he could purchase an action here and then roll it straight out of the use pile if he so chooses to attack with the question.
I will pick up another team up
There it is.
and then use chalkboard to prep it.
Okay.
Alright. And let's go, your turn.
So not attacking with the question. It actually would have struck out there because he chose to prep it over instead of using the Gadgeteer mechanic. It has to be in your used pile, not transition, which is where his other team up is currently. Kim gets her other Black Widow and 3 sidekicks. Again, could be a pretty big chunk of damage coming Wilson's way.
So I'm gonna buy a cube.
Le Cube.
Feel her for 0. Level 1.
So cube plus Zarina damage is gross.
Past you.
It only works with continuous.
Here we go, refilling.
Why is that? I feel like I've heard that before. I don't know why. The question. Let's see.
Alright.
Oh, right, because you have to field it. You're not spending it. I gotcha. Thanks for that, Matt. So, curious.
I mean,
Maybe he just needs the question for another, for the Justice League affiliation. That would make
You know
just
what?
as much
Those are my
sense.
rolls.
He didn't really need 2 team-ups there. 1 is quite enough. But with only 1 affiliation in the field, not the best time to have that come up. I feel like dumping energy into a couple characters here is going to go a long way for Wilson because he needs to be able to spin down his blockers.
purchase a.
Especially with Cube coming along,
Hold up.
things are going to get rowdy pretty quickly.
Sorry.
Oh yeah. Well, he's a fist. You can.
I could, but then I'm trying to. I'm trying to use resurrection and chalkboard.
Yeah, you can't do it that way.
Yeah, so it's almost res or chalkboard, so it kind of just depends on what die you want prepped. It's going to be one
Okay, I'll pick up.
or the other.
And
Matt, maybe that's why I've never built a Gadgeteer team, is because continuous actions are pretty bad.
and I guess I'm gonna have 1 left over. That won't.
Rest in peace, Rare Satchel team.
Attacking? No.
No.
Not attacking. So Wilson's game plan is generally going to be get as many characters in the field, as many affiliations in the field as possible, and then team up his way through. Kim is going for this Zarina Cube super stomp of damage. Love me some Satchel. That's the spirit. That is the spirit. Love me some Satchel.
Sorry, I was at mask. I'm gonna Villainous Pact.
Kim trying to churn her bag as quick as possible, get all of her Zarinas and Cube out all at once.
Rip it over with chalkboard,
Woof.
and I will enter to you.
Yeah, things are going to get out of hand if that Cube rolls next turn. Because each of these Arena 2 damages will be amplified by +2.
Yep.
So Guy is important here, except for that he has to attack. So not a great blocker unless he bounces. It is nice that one of the Zarinas potentially would have to be re-rolled. But I imagine if it's just one guy coming through, that Kim's just going to let him through. Yeah. Zarina plus Cube is really gross. Really gross.
Another guy Gardner.
Another Guy Gardner, which not a bad buy. Big body, if you can keep him in the field. I mean, the idea is not to keep him in the field.
I guess I'll attack. No, I'm gonna save these. And then with gadgets here, I can roll team up.
So you can't roll. All right, we'll bring that up when it needs to be brought up later.
Guy gets +1/+1.
That's the only buff I got.
Oh,
he's
man.
on-
He's
Is
on,
it a
oh, sorry, he's on level 1.
Guy's on level 1, so he's not going to be a help anyway for spin down.
Okay.
Gadgeteer, I mean, sorry.
He's at level 3. He's at-
So the question's at level 3, which is a priceless blocker at this point. Because 2 spin downs would absorb a lot of damage.
2, 4. And
But
guy is 3.
the damage has been
I'm gonna
done.
buff Guy with my sidekick.
Okay.
I'm gonna let your. Is it? You said the question was 2?
He has 2 attack, 4 defense. Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna let your question through for 2.
Question's going through for 2.
Take 2. My sidekick's KO'd, and your guy goes back. Nope. Your
Kim-
guy's good. Your guy's okay.
Kim down to 18. Guy Gardner's still in the field as a blocker, which is okay, but he's on level 1.
I can't do anything to his.
So the direct damage alone is going to be absurd, especially if the other cube gets drawn. Okay. Whew. Whew. Bullet dodged. All right. Orange dice, energy only. So far, still living. Sidekicks are good, though. Sidekicks are good because when Kim does decide to swing, if she doesn't have lethal with 1 attack, she will have to attack with everything, which potentially could leave her field open for a counter swing. Counter swings with team up actually get kind of nasty. So Wilson, let's just... Oh, she got another Zarina. That is multiplying damage. But if Wilson dodges a bullet here with cube, which he does successfully. He does successfully, but there's still 4 Zarinas in the field. But let's pretend they all go through. He's alive. Counter swings with team up can get gross, especially team up plus Guy Gardner. If everything is getting essentially +1/+1, and then Guy is getting an additional +1, buy all the cubes. Just keep buying cubes.
Res.
Gonna res first. Calculated buys here from Kim.
I'm gonna rip over a cube.
Yeesh. Just try again next turn.
Field my weapons for 0 and level 2, and field psychic.
Oh, that is like the most... If I could take a screenshot right now of Kim's board state, like that's what Nightmare Fuel is in Dice Masters. That is the definition. Gosh, someone's going off on Discord. It's going to have to go. Let's see what Wilson's got. A Guy Gardner and a question coming out, which is good. He needs to roll both of them on level 3,
Okay. I guess we'll just go with that.
which would be incredible.
Oh, hold up. Okay, that's fine.
Screenshot when the orange dice roll, yes. Nightmare Fuel, for sure. The only way it could be worse is if there was like 2 cubes in prep.
Oh, sorry. I'll just go ahead and just attack with both guys.
Okay, so they're gonna buff each other.
Yes. So we've got one of them's at level 3. He's at 4/4, and then with the buff 5/4, and then the other one's at 3/2 with the buff.
I think there's one in the bag. Yeah, totally could be.
Okay.
See, if Kim didn't have that sidekick, it would be great to be able to knock one of these out with a 5/4.
Sidekick together with my Black Widow.
Yeah, so he's going to get rid of...
Knock out both mine and yours both go back.
All right, so having 2 more blockers is going to be great.
And let's waste
Especially a level 3 Guy Gardner and a level 3 question is going to be the saving grace here. So 2
one's a
cubes.
Level 3, one's at a level 2, and what level is your question?
Oh, I'm sorry. The Guy Gardner, he's at level 1, and then he was 3/2 with the buff.
Oh, okay. And the other guy?
And then the question's at level 3.
Okay, good. 2 level 3s.
Both guys are level
That's what's
1?
going to keep him alive here. Oh my gosh.
Sorry.
Cube's not coming alive.
One guy's at level 1, the other one's at level 3.
Okay. Alright.
Sorry, I explained that kind
Yeah,
of.
that's okay. So, one's at level 1, one's at level 3, and your question is at level 3.
Yes.
All right, so that's a total of 4 spin downs. Of course, it's sort of a non-issue here if the cubes don't roll. Also, I mean the swing potential if team up comes through
Okay.
for Wilson is actually pretty huge, especially if double team up comes through. That would be fairly gross in terms of just pushed damage.
Boy.
Kim gets 1 cube, but again, all for naught if there's enough spin downs. It's potentially, I mean, that's the only flaw to this Zarina team is if your opponent rolls so many characters every turn that the odds of them being on level 3 is just like pretty good. I will say, I think eventually, especially with those Guy Gardeners that have to keep attacking, I feel like eventually Wilson is just not going to have enough spin downs to deal with the pressure. There is one more cube to buy, so chalkboarding a cube this turn could happen.
I got a lot of energy.
Having tons of energy when all your characters are only 2 cost is not the best, but
Well, I'm not. No.
I feel like attacking, I don't know, it's risky. If Kim attacks, makes Wilson spin all his stuff down, and I assume
Okay.
she would knock it all out.
Sorry, I gotta rip this pact first.
There we go. There's the tricky
I'll rip over.
Bodie over Joe.
Sorry about that.
Another Zarina, Guy Gardner, crazy shenanigans. Did anybody play Wonder Ring? Nobody played Wonder Ring today? I mean, we've seen... I know Joe's playing Chaos Warp, so I don't think he's playing Wonder Ring. I know Bodie's not. I know neither of these two are. Somebody was saying that was going to be like the dominant strategy.
Eat our teams.
Doodle-doodle-doo.
Spin down 2. I only take 4 damage. Leave my board.
Jocelyn trying to rustle up some boss battlers. I'm totally into that.
I need a cube and I'm gonna end
Let's do this thing. Cube fizzles. Kim decides not to attack. We'll see if some super some super fun team up shenanigans can come through. Unfortunately, Wilson doesn't have any other affiliations to roll this turn. He does roll his team up on action face, which is awesome. Gets a couple sidekicks, which is also awesome. The issue is, well, actually, the good news is, if he takes everything the way it is now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, they each get +1. No, they each get +2, +2 for 2 different affiliations in the field. And the Guy Gardeners buff each other even more beyond that. So, pushing... he's got enough damage for lethal, right? So it's not like Kim can just let everything through. Also, the sidekicks being buffed up to 3 are actually going to kill some of these Zarinas, which is cool.
And then I'll go ahead and attack.
Push them all. Push them all. Push them all. So again, the only reason to push here is if you have lethal.
And then with gadgets here, I'm gonna reroll team up. Oh, okay.
So we actually couldn't re-roll that one out of the used pile, because it's the same one that already got spent. But we'll talk about that after the game.
Question. All those birds give me a wonder. My Guy Gardner are both doing 4 attacks.
Yeah.
So it's kind of just rebalance.
That's okay. One will be. Our highest one will be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The next one will be 2 plus 12, 3 plus 4, 7. So one's 7 and one's 8.
So still has plenty enough for
Your Gadgeteer is
lethal.
what?
He's Q4.
He's a
Well, I
2.
guess with the buff,
3. Yeah, Drake's 3. Oh my gosh, guy's killing me here.
Guy, what a puncher.
Can't take that damage. 8.
Yep. So again, if it wasn't enough for lethal, Wilson could not have pushed here. But rolling those extra sidekicks this turn was clutch.
Big stack.
Giving Kim some super tough decisions here. I would imagine the 2 guys have to get blocked.
2 of your guys.
There we go.
Okay.
So that's at least 2 Zarenas. That's at least 2 Zarenas that are having to be re-rolled.
Guys are going to be- sorry, I meant to-
Go back. Yeah, you go back, and everything else. Goes
So Wilson's doing everything he can to keep this
5.
spin down
I'm at 13.
grossness off of his back.
3 in my bank.
He also still has a level... I want to say that's a level 2 and a level 3 guy. Because I think it was 3 attack and 4 attack before the buffs. So he's got 3 spin downs total. We'll see what sort of Zarina madness gets rolled here.
Guy still, one is still at level 1 and one's still at level 3.
Okay, so 1 and 3. So there's 2 spin downs, just enough here to cover Zarina. Unless the other one gets re-rolled. I didn't see if Kim has re-rolled yet. And that is why this game is so great. Is that we saw Kim prepping for like a 24 damage turn, and because of rolls, it has been mitigated for like 3 turns. Also, the bag issue. That's gonna be that's at least gonna be some damage though if she chooses to push all of the Zarenas forward.
I'm gonna villainous pact first.
Okay.
Because 3 attacking Zarenas will take 3 spin downs, which Wilson cannot afford.
I'm gonna buy. Why not? I'll buy my own guy.
When you need some extra slapping power, you just put Guy Gardner out there.
Feel those? I will not use that Q because I will. Yeah,
But circulating 3 cubes through the
what do
bag,
you think about
I mean, it's just a matter of time until the stars align. But at the same time, I mean, we saw how big Team Up plus Guy Gardner gets on the other side.
Might they don't do.
I think it's worth attacking here.
Let them through. Leave my board open. Okay with that. Leave my board open.
Yeah, I mean, with Guy on the other side though, you just can't go no field. But if you leave one sidekick, I think you got to attack with 2 Zarenas here. Take both of his spin downs and then prep for the next big blow. Try to keep bouncing the guys back at level 1. I don't know.
Decisions,
Yeah,
yeah.
for sure. Definitely some tough decisions to be made. Because like Kim was saying, if she leaves her field too
I
empty,
attack with one of them.
the Guy Gardeners just
When I attack,
stomp through.
if you can spin, you could prevent it by taking 2 damage by spinning one of your characters down.
Okay.
So if you can spin your guy to level 2 and prevent 2 damage, or you don't have to spin it. Take 2, but with cube you're actually taking 4.
Oh, with the cube. Okay.
So
Okay, I'll spin guy down.
yeah, that's probably the look. Where did Wilson get that sweet playmat? I know, right? This playmat is rad.
Gets killed because she's a 1d.
Super sick.
All right.
Okay, to you.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
Sorry, did I just miss a damage being dealt? Did Wilson take any damage?
Oh no. Sorry, you're good.
Okay, cool. Also, one small thing is that Gadgeteer cannot re-roll your team up because it has to be a continuous action.
Ah.
Unfortunately,
Oh, you're right.
Because Gadgeteer has the word field in it, so you have to field the action, and the only actions that actually get fielded are continuous actions.
Right.
Unfortunate. I wanted to see the triple team up go off. That was going to be awesome. Anyway, carry on. Carry on.
Thanks, Tra.
All right. Well, let's roll. Okay.
So, Wilson needs to keep rolling characters on level 2 or level 3. That is the game plan. And then just bide his time until he's got a field with...
Yes.
So at this point, he's bought 4 different affiliations. He's got a Lantern, he's got Justice League, he's got Bat Family, and Super Friends.
So.
Didn't get the other guy, but that's okay. Got Connor Kent, and maybe Team Up. Yeah, he had one level 3 guy.
Fist? No.
No
sorry.
Fist Globals.
I'm gonna go
Well, one of them is generic. Blackbird's one generic, but that's not... It's not going to help at this point, really.
And then
Sorry, let me take my mouse off that.
I'll go ahead. I'll use team up. So I guess if they're only getting a 1 buff. And then
It's
I'll go ahead
true.
and attack with-
So Connor Kent has some super meaty stats, if I remember correctly.
So Connor Kent,
His fielding costs are pretty ridiculous.
gets a buff. And then Guy Garner's getting a 2 attack buff,
Yeah, he's got a 5/5 side.
team up buff.
And what's
So
Connor's
it-
value?
Oh, sorry, he's at that 5/5. And then with the buff, he's at 6/6.
So again, Wilson here has lethal because of how big Guy Gardner is,
Oh my gosh, they're all beefy.
right? Because they get +2/+2. They're at...
And what's Connor's defense?
Maybe he doesn't have lethal here.
5. Or 6. Sorry with the yeah.
That would be an unfortunate circumstance.
And guy's defense is...
I think both of his guys are on their 3/2 side.
3.
So those are both 4/2. Then they each give each other. Then they each get +2 more. So that's 6/6. Okay, he does have lethal here. So it's a 6 attack, a 6 attack,
And what's their...
and a 6 attack.
Both at 3.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So Kim has to block here.
Right? No, one's level 2, one's
No,
level
1's level, yes.
Oh, I lied then. So I'm missing 1 damage. So maybe a 17 damage total.
2 guy.
Mm-hmm.
Kim does not want to have to re-roll all these arenas,
3/3 black.
but at the same time,
Okay.
there's no way she takes
Other 2 doesn't really matter. They'll get
17. I mean, she's not even going to take half, you know, like,
So,
even letting 1 through
I
would be...
KO mine and I
half of her
KO
health.
a guy. My
Okay.
Black Widow will KO your guy. That's your level 2 guy, right?
Yes, my level 2 guys just.
Okay. These 2 are gonna get KO, but your other 2 will go back.
Okay.
So Connor Kent at level 3 is going to be super critical here. 2 spin downs plus a couple cubes is going to be... I mean, there's only 3 Zarenas.
So you have
Possible.
a level 1 guy and a level 3 Connor.
Mm-hmm. That's correct.
So with 2 cubes, that's +4 on a 1 spin down. That's only 6 damage. Only 6 damage, we say.
Keep that.
Plus combat damage, but the general game plan,
Sorry, I'm gonna go. You keep going. I'm gonna grab a charger for my last one.
Alright.
we'll see how many Zarenas roll here.
Ah.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Both cubes roll and only 1 Zarina rolls. So this is potentially worse rolls. Kim does have 1 mask for Villainous Pact. No shield for Resurrection. Yeesh. Also, now that her bag's going to be filled with so much stuff, it's going to be a minute for those Serenas to come back through. Because until critical mass of 4, you know, not going to be doing a whole lot of damage.
Not good.
Oh, jeez.
Just really not the rolls Kim was looking for. Connor Kent saving the day on his 5/5 side. Just made this mat in Photoshop? That's awesome. This mat is so sick. Don't buy anything. That's what I was thinking. It's like this turn is almost just a full pass. Like you don't want anything else in your bag. You can't really. I mean, you villainous pact and you get out of town. You know. Ugh. The only.
Bonus pack.
There we go. I mean, the only thing I could think is like you buy guys to fight off Wilson's guys, and then let your Zarenas in the field. I don't know though. I think I would just let it rock.
I should have bought earlier.
Two of those, which are
And
I don't even know what action that is. See what happens when it comes through.
I'm gonna pass turn and yeah, do some damage at some point.
So many exclamation bad rolls for Kim. But again, I mean, until all four Zarenas are in the field, Wilson has enough characters to be able to spin down on average, you know. This is going to get sketchy here. He gets the Bat Hound, which is one more affiliation.
Okay, that's a lot of fists.
Lots of fists here. Ace the Bat Hound, a fist character, as well as Guy, and then rolled 2 fists on his sidekicks. Looks sort of like my game one. Invulnerability. Gotcha. Thanks, Matt. One Guy.
I guess I will pick up one more team up.
Cool, going for the trifecta of team ups. Oh no.
Level 3, along with the level 3 Connor Kent and level 1 Guy Gardner.
Now the issue here. Well, he does have one. He's got a level 3.
Well, I'll block them all. Everything will get KO'd of mine, everything will go back of yours.
Yeesh, that was best case scenario. I was thinking potentially Kim was going to let the Connor Kent through. And maybe even let... Oh, man, that would have been naughty. So she could have let through Connor Kent and Guy Gardner. That would have been 6, 11... Yeah, that would have been 11 damage, but there would have been no spin downs for Wilson this turn. No spin downs would have been death to Smoochie. But Yanti coming out. Doodle-doo.
Connor's level 3, you have a level 2 and a level 1 Guy, right?
A level 1. Oh, so no, the Guy Gardner's level 3, and then Connor also.
Mm-hmm. So a level 1, level 3, level 3. So 4 spin downs is really how we need to track this team. How many spin downs do I have? But Yanti really going to mix things up here. It was a bit of a stalemate if Kim didn't buy either Yanti or Guy Gardner. Gets one Zarina. Gets one Zarina.
That.
And 2 Yantis in the field.
Okay.
This might be a stalling game, but I might. Ross, when do you want to call it?
So I don't usually enforce time. We'll see. I don't think all the other games are done yet, so just keep on rolling.
Right. I will.
Prep and pass, get a bag reset.
Okay.
Yeah,
Then I will.
I think they are. Oh, the other games are done?
Come out.
I thought I'd only heard from one game. Maybe not. Maybe I'm dreaming.
Full start.
Bodie did post in chat a minute ago. Yeah, if all the other players are done, let me know. Reg beats Ross in another close one. Reg beat Ross? I thought Reg and Ross were the same person in this bracket. I got whooped. Reg beats Trey. Interesting. It's almost as if we're twins. Bodie and Joe is over, and Reg and Trey are over. Okay, I lied. We'll see.
I'll field a sidekick.
We'll see.
I'll go ahead and purchase a Black Widow.
Oh, more purchasing. We'll see.
With Red Hunter's chalkboard.
Yeah, let's wait like one more turn because team up's coming back through.
They got to attack.
Got to attack.
Okay.
But the good news for Wilson is that he has lethal with those 3. How's this game still happening? Yeah, Kim's team is insane, but
Your level 3 guys are 4.
she hasn't been able to roll all of her Zarenas in the field at the same
Level
time.
1 is 2 plus 2. She's 4. And then
Guys, Angels, Black Widows.
5. Level
Yes.
3. 11. Do I take 11? I need to get rid of the guys. I really do.
I thought I calculated this and it was more than 11. I guess, if she lets Connor plus 1 guy, I guess. Take Kent to the face. Yeah, I would do that too. That's 2 spin downs that you don't have to deal with later. But it's all, I mean, if you're going to do that, you may as well let through the other guy as well. Take 11.
What's the defense on Connor?
5.
And what's your defense on guys a 2 and one's a 4?
Yes.
Doodle-doodle-doo. Let's see what happens. So, Kim's got invulnerability in prep, which is going to change some things.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Which says your attacking characters that are knocked out return to the field. So, it's a good way to clear a wall on the other side. But Wilson has Black Widow in prep and 3 team-ups somewhere.
Block your
So the issue here is,
level 1 guy.
you know, if the game continues the way it's going, which I'm not saying it should, if the game continues the way it's going, I feel like Wilson eventually ekes this one out
Okay, so your level
by sneaking through,
guy. Which
you
is
know, a
5,
7 attack and then another 7 attack or something
Right.
with tons of
Or is it 6-4 or is it 5?
Sorry, 6-4. Yeah, 6-4.
Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna double block him.
Okay.
Your guy that's. No, sorry. Your Connor.
let Connor through.
I'm gonna
Let
block your
Connor through.
guy.
Okay.
Okay, so.
So you're blocking both guys?
Yeah, so Connor, I'm gonna take the damage. I'm gonna take 5.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that's the play.
I'm gonna be an 8.
I think that's the wiggle room that Kim needs here to shake it up with these Zarenas.
Will knock out,
Alright.
and you will knock out mine.
Okay.
Your other guy, I will knock out, because it's
Okay.
a 6. Sorry, it's a
6-4.
So
yes, it's a 5-5. So you
this
knock
is
out,
this is the
and you
opportunity.
will knock my. I'm assuming you want to knock both out. 'Cause you
Yes.
can-
Yeah.
Okay.
So
And okay.
0 spin downs here for Wilson.
Oh gosh, I need.
We've got 3 cubes, 2 Zarenas. Oh my, here we go.
Right.
And Guy Gardner could also get Gigantor here in a minute.
Okay.
There's 1 blocker for Wilson, which he's gonna block Guy. There's also no cube in play.
Rolls, that rolls. Guy did not roll. These did not roll.
Oh man,
This to pay. This to pay.
gotta reroll Guy here.
No cubes though.
Gotta reroll Guy.
2, 4, 6.
Because that would be 2, 4, 6,
Wow, I haven't
7, 8,
done
9, 13. I guess best case scenario would still be 13. Jan T would add another 3 tops, I think. Not quite enough. But with blockers now, she has to survive 1 turn and get those cubes through. But Wilson's gonna re-roll like 12 characters next turn. 12 whole characters.
He feels for free. She feels for free. She feels for free. These two feel for 2. Just thinking here. You can't spend anything down, so you're gonna take 2, 4, 6.
Yeah.
Guy will get 1, 2, 3, 4 if I go in with everything. But you'll block him. Yeah.
But literally everything else would go through.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Yeah, like I said, just
I had
not
before
quite.
18,
Just not quite.
but you're at 20.
But you're at 20. That is the sad
That
truth.
leaves my field open.
Yeah, you can't have an open field. I think you just sit tight here. I mean, you attack with Guy. In theory, Guy gets let through for 2 damage. Because
So I will
Wilson does not want to bounce this guy, Gardner.
If I rolled more bolts, 2 more bolts would have done it. I have the buff, right? So can I do anything else, really?
Trey's fiending for that arena. 8 minutes.
If a cube rolled, I'd probably, yeah.
Yeah, if a cube rolled, this game is over. Of course, if a cube rolled on turn 4, this game was over a while ago. I think Kim's just got to sit tight here.
Alright, well, Guy must.
Yep, Guy must attack. Use Yanti as a blocker next turn.
3, 2.
Take as much damage as you can without dying, and then roll cubes on your next turn. The problem is 20 damage. That is a lot. Even with Cube Zarina.
That is pretty.
Okay, I lied. With Cube Zarina, it's okay. But if you have 2 spin downs on the other side, you know, your damage gets cut to a fraction. Looks like the Question, Black Widow, Guy Gardner are going to be the 3 affiliations available. Team Up did not roll. It's on double energy. Does seem like a couple characters missed Black Widow, which would have been another and Team Up though, so no real reason to have one without the other, except if Black Widow would have rolled on level 3. Loki Scepter. Speaking of cards I haven't seen in ages, I'm loving this team, Wilson, if you watch this later.
And then I get another Black Widow.
So many Justice League throwbacks today with Constantine.
Roll on level.
Both on level 1.
Ooh,
What about your other one?
He a level 1 question.
ooh, all level 1s.
Okay, so
I smell a lot of damage coming around.
Scepter.
But even still, 3 damage is a lot. I mean, 3 blockers is a lot.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
Oh, sorry. Okay. So Loki's Scepter doesn't have the continuous keyword, but he has the his description is continuous. Could I use him for Gadgeteer?
Did you roll him?
No, I bought him. But if I attacked with the question and I got Gadgeteer, would I be able to use that?
Hold on. Question. Just gotta read Gadgeteer because I can't.
You're good.
Sorry, what's the subtitle on Loki Scepter?
Yes.
Which Loki Scepter is it? Sorry.
Magic.
Magic.
It doesn't have the keyword, but it describes.
Right, so it says place it in your field zone, right?
Yeah.
Which I think-
Inside into your field zone.
Yeah, I think that's good to go. I think that would work on Gadgeteer.
All right, then I'm gonna roll with it.
Because I think it's not necessarily just continuous actions, but it's any action that can be in your field, which is generally only continuous actions.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you got it.
Okay, cool.
Kim just has to block and win with 1 cube next turn. Yes, that is the idea here.
Attack with everyone.
It should be errata to continuous. Yeah, it probably is on the errata list. I just haven't looked.
Scepter.
I haven't played with that card in A cachillion years. Oh, Millennium Puzzle, another great
So,
card.
I have a 4-2 guy, a 4-2 guy, and a what's the question?
1-3.
4-4-1. So Kim can't let this through, but that being said, block with Yanti, take the rest, keep your Zarenas alive, and go kill. Go kill.
I both block both your guys with my guys.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, one guy and one widow, which would knock them out. And
No, don't knock Black Widow out. Sadness.
with a 1.
1-3.
Okay. So your guys are 4-2.
Wilson has no spin downs. Yeah, it's
So
gonna
your
get
guy gets
crazy.
knocked out, my guy gets knocked out. Your other guy gets knocked out. My widow gets knocked out. I'll take your 1. And I'm hoping for a magic roll here.
Kim down to 7. Really putting it on the line here with the rolls. Oh, jeepers. Messed that up. Kim down to 7.
Oh,
2
my guy
cubes.
just gotta roll.
Just gotta hit the rolls. Yeah, I was about to say eat the damage on question and you could take one of the guys.
No characters.
So one of these guys would be game set match or the other cube.
Okay.
Guy Gardner and Widow. That's the spirit. That's the
Is
spirit.
open. Okay.
It's got to be it.
Field is open.
So 2, 4, 6 times 2 is 12. With the
So
attack
Ruben goes
values.
down to field this.
Oh yeah.
He feels here. So let me do the math here if I have you. Maybe, I don't know. So you'll take, because you 2, 4, 6,
Yep.
and another 6, that's 12. Reason cube.
Bingo.
And then because Yanti's active with a tune,
That's another one. 13.
cube,
14, 15.
another 1.
Ah, okay.
So that's 13 right there.
Mm-hmm.
If I attack with everything, yeah.
Cube will be unbanned.
6,
That's
9,
right.
10, 11. He's 1, 2, 3.
That's right, guys. You saw it here first. The game that got Cube unbanned.
Oh, good game, Wilson. You
Good game.
Really good game.
gross. Oh my goodness. I had to think about how to get your guys out of there.
That was crazy. And Connor Kent being on the 5-5 side was
Yeah.
absolutely the MVP.
He's cheap and buffy. Like beefy, like oh my goodness.
Super massive. Well, great games to you both. It was a pleasure to watch. We'll see you guys back in the chat.
Yep, thanks Wilson. That was great.
Hey, thanks too.
Nice to meet you.
You too.
Oh, super fun game. Super fun game. Zarina and Cube together is a match made in heaven. Wilson played flawlessly. Ross, you want to play my last round for me? I mean, I can. I don't know if Reg is still here. So I would hate to put a hole in the bracket. Super fun game. Super fun game. All right, let's move the bracket along, though, so we can potentially get out of here before it's past both. It's past bedtime. Where's the bracket? There we are. So, Reg beats Trey. Then we got Kim over Wilson in the nail biter of the night, and then Bodie over Joe. Put Trey on bye. I have an early morning tomorrow. Can't play the last game. Sorry again. It's all good, Wilson. Thanks for playing. It was fun to watch one of your games. We got to just the end of your first round game, but it was a pleasure to have you. Hope to have you back next week, Tuesday, 9 o'clock. You know the deal. Everyone quitting. Yeah, we keep starting a little bit late. I feel like I need to be more intentional about like start time 9:15 on the dot. Maybe I'll put that in the post for next week. Oh, which reminds me about next week. Next week we have something special brewing, folks. I'll have more info later in the week, I think. But it's going to be awesome. So how many people do we have left in the bracket that are not leaving? 7 seconds. Trey's 7 seconds early for the boss battle. How many people are still playing in the final round? See you guys in a couple weeks. Reg, have a great time in Cuba, my man. Safe travels. Have a good time. Bring back some swag. Cuban cigars. If you're into that. If you're not, you can drop them off at my place. So, Trey, are you staying for the last round, or are you saying you're not going to? How about if you're playing in the final round, put a number in the chat. Count me in for next Tuesday. See you guys. Yeah, Wilson. Next time, brother. Me. Kim is in. I got to go bathroom real fast. But put something in the chat that tells me you're playing the last round. All right. Sorry. 32 ounces of water later. It just does puts me in a spot. All right. So we have Joe, Kim, Bodie. Joe, Kim, Bodie. Is that everybody? Joe, Kim, Bodie. Are those the only people that are left? Trey, are you playing your last round? Yeah, keep it even. All right. So Joe, Kim, Bodie, Trey. Well, let's do. Who just hasn't played each other yet? That's the real deal. Dude, I've won every boss battle tonight. I'm freaking excited. Let's do. If we do Trey and Joe, I haven't seen either one of those teams tonight. That would be pretty cool. So Trey v Joe and Kim v Bodie. It will be the Zarina Showdown. It's a Zarina Cube Showdown, actually. They both have Zarina and Cube. It's going to be awesome. I actually can't wait to hear how that game goes. But on stream, we're going to have Joe versus Trey. If you guys could come on into room number 6. Also, let me go to the betting. People that bet on Kim, you guys deserve some bad rolls. I'll remove that. Let's put in the next round. Joe will be option 0. Trey will be option 1 if you're interested in betting your bad rolls. Greetings, young Padawans. What's up? Thanks for sticking around. Then it still doing.
Sucking ass.
Trey, can you join room 5?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, that's so awkward that your game is like weirding out.
It's apparently like happening to a decent number of people.
Nice. Well, it's good to know that it's not an isolated problem then. Global issues seem to be resolved quicker than personal issues.
Yeah, slightly.
Can you mute your room 5 as well?
Also, get off my jock.
Sorry, bruh. Joe, how?
No Fortnite makes Trey a bad.
That's right. Trey gets a little irritable.
So mad.
When the bros are trying to play.
I clean my house and shit because I didn't have anything else.
Man, I hate when that happens.
3 a.m. Trey, go to bed. Get off my jock. I'm playing Fortnite.
Get off my jock. I'm cleaning the house.
I got so bored that I had like deep fried fish for dinner.
Wow. Didn't have me over, huh?
My team is also terrible.
Nice.
It's so bad.
Which Constantine is that? The super rare?
Yeah.
Okay.
Trey, is your team worse than mine? That's the question. I almost feel like
pretty
there's.
similar.
I was about to say, I feel like there's almost no way. All right, I got Joe trimmed up here. Let's get Trey a little trimmed up here. Get everybody where they need to be.
Here, just tell me if you can see these.
All right. And then all I need is some team lists, and we're off to the races.
Off to the races.
Trey, where's your team list again? I don't remember.
I put it in the chat.
Do you still have it copy pasted?
Huh?
Do you still have it on your copy paste?
I've had to restart my computer like 6 times in the past.
Probably not. I'll go find it. It's fine.
No. Let me check.
No.
No, it doesn't exist. It's at
Okay.
the very top of the chat.
Oh, that's right. You were first here. You were first here tonight. What a champion. Gosh, that was super loud.
What was that?
That was so loud. I imagine it was Trey's mouth. I don't really know though.
I have no clue.
All right, I'm gonna intro us up and then I'll pass it off.
All right.
People, here we are. Round 3 of Swiss of the weekly Dice Arena, week 33. It's the small yet mighty format. Characters must be 2 costs or less. Actions can be any price. And it's a Golden Age tournament, so there's weird stuff like Zarina and stuff that you haven't seen in ages. We've got Trey versus Joe. Gonna show us how it's done. Take it away, guys.
Action or energy, Trey?
Action always.
Energy. I will go first.
Action always,
Good luck to you.
or not. So,
Just do me a real quick favor and don't punch the screen because you don't have Fortnite.
so Joe is playing Chaos Warp.
No Beasts chalkboard.
So I think he's just playing a whole bunch of low-cost characters that have pretty awesome stat lines with Chaos Warp and the Cube. I think everything else is just auxiliary. He has a Fixer. He's got Chalkboard. He's got the Ring Global, which is another classic. If you guys have not played with the Ring Global,
Got Chaos Warp
I recommend that.
Oh yeah. and Vicious Struggle, sir.
And Vicious Struggle. Oh, jeepers.
I bleed, you bleed.
So I didn't even notice the Vicious Struggle. That's just insult to injury.
What's your beast do?
When he's KO'd, I can send 2 dice from my use pile to the bag.
Neat.
Synergy.
I was about to say, Joe wants characters in his bag because that's what Chaos Warp does. Chaos Warp, for those who have not encountered this action yet, let me read the text for you.
Oh wow.
It says,
Hey, there's your
draw and roll every die in your bag.
All
Deal 1
sidekicks?
damage to target player for each character
We're gonna
phase.
field all 4 sidekicks.
Take 1 damage for each showing an energy phase.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay.
This is at level 2. And then I'm going to spin this one down to a bolt to field said beast.
That's what you wanted.
And then
That's exactly what Joe wants. The more sidekicks he keeps in the field, the less that are in his bag
Churn.
to roll when Chaos Warp comes around.
Real good.
So that's why that was like
Take
the
your
god
time
roll,
against
pretty
me.
much. Trey gets his action,
What's
which
that do?
What's Rally do?
Yeah.
Moves on its regular side. It moves 2 sidekicks from your
determined to make it work.
pile to your field.
Jordo, I definitely want a full review when you're finished.
Nice little double burst there.
I'm still a Chaos Warp
So,
hater
Rally.
because Orbital Strike is just that much better.
Sidekicks in here.
Rally. Speaking of throwbacks,
Is your beast whenever it's KO'd in general, or when it's KO'd while? Like,
Rally, a promo basic action says move up to 2 sidekicks from your use pile to the field, which also could be good for Joe. Because again, sidekicks not in the bag is what he's definitely going for. I'll be writing it up tomorrow. Yes! Something to read at work. Some lunch break fodder, huh?
multiple, man.
Sounds great.
Yeah, pasty.
1 in the bag.
4 sidekicks for Joe. He's probably going to reach for Chaos Warp here before too long.
Hey,
with all those
dice
sidekicks
to
in the
roll whatever you
field.
want, so sidekick. And then I'm going to
Tomorrow night after I get home from playing it. Hey, I'll take that too. It'll be lunch break fodder for Thursday then. I'm into that. Trey buying a multiple man.
All sidekicks. Got multiple man. He rolls on his level 2 side.
He gets multiple man.
This is the first game I've played where I don't have to play against somebody with Serena, which is kind of nice.
Zarina is a
What did you
total
understand
pain.
Whenever I first said, when I bleed, you bleed.
Sidekick for Trey. Not going to be the worst thing.
Oh, I've got an energy fixer. For
There
that.
you go.
Spin this down.
You have 2 energy fixers.
I
sir.
do now, so I'm gonna spin this down to a bolt. Pay 1 to field this bad boy, and then I guess I didn't really need to do that. I'm ripping whatever. I'll do it. I'll rip multiple man. I don't care.
You
Screw
won't.
Swarm.
You won't.
I didn't care. This game.
Trey doesn't even want the swarm. He doesn't care.
You're up.
Over to Joe. Another beast in the field and another sidekick.
This is great.
Again, Joe pretty much could be just putting his dice on the faces he wants them to be on, and it would look the exact same right now.
Field sidekick and spin him down to a shield. Pay 1 to field level 3 beast.
With 2 fixers on the field, sidekicks are just potential energy.
3 on a warp.
Chaos. Warp.
You know what? Let's do Mjolnir.
Ooh,
Play.
getting Mjolnir first.
Pass priority.
Interesting.
Pass turn.
Although that Mjolnir is one of my favorite cards in the game.
Come at me, bro.
Got it signed by Eric Lang and Mike Elliott at Origins last year. It's pretty cool. Multiple Man comes out, as does Rally.
What's that rally doing for you?
Yeah, so good.
Rally not good if your
There
use
we
pile's
go.
empty though.
Oh man, must be so nice to roll whatever you want.
You'll never know.
Both players in a friendly agreement just to put their dice on the faces they'd like them on.
The box.
Don't open the box.
We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll spin one of these down to a shield.
Actually kind of surprised Trey doesn't have Green Devil Mask on his team.
Let's see why.
He loves that card. And it's super good. I mean, against Joe's team it would be
The first
awesome.
die that you purchase is the one that's going to be ripped over. So
I'm not ripping
make
it.
sure.
I'm not ripping anything.
Oh goodness.
Buying 2 multiple mans with that.
Trey's getting wild.
I'm gonna buy the remaining 2 multiple mans.
So many multiple,
'Cause
man.
if I've learned anything tonight, it's to completely sell out to this team that doesn't work.
Hey man.
That's the spirit.
Swarm is
That's
still swarm.
the spirit.
Just to let you know.
That's right. As long as you have one in the
Plenty
field,
of energy.
this is going to be great.
I've had energy all night.
Alright, so sidekicks, that's cool too.
Only sidekicks for Joe. Didn't roll any sidekicks this time. For the first time this game.
I think I want to reroll these two.
Joe could go for Green Devil Mask, and that would really hurt Trey's team. But I think he's going a more forward route. He's thinking a little bit less about defense, I think.
Oh, so we're going to rip over a cube.
The Cubix Cube.
Pass priority
Pass back.
and turn.
Alright.
Man, I could have put Rare Cube on my team that would have made my Avengers or
I thought you were gonna
Novacore uniform way better.
draw all your dice.
I totally forgot that Rare Cube was fair game in
How's that
Golden.
multiple man working out for you?
It's so good.
So Trey has like 5 multiple man in his bag, and he pulled 0 of
Actually
them.
might work out pretty well. A lantern ring.
Oh.
The old Mask Ring team. We don't hate that.
Pass.
Trey with the
What
green.
does that lantern ring do?
Oh,
I mean,
so much.
obviously, it's not the good lantern ring.
Correct. It is deal 1 damage to your opponent for each opposing villain in play.
That does nothing.
Except it has a global Pay a mask and target opposing character gains the villain affiliation.
Oh my goodness.
So with all of the masks, Trey could do some damage here.
Okay.
Oh my,
I'm
Mjolnir
starting to
plus
figure out
cube.
What the heck you're about to do to me?
I am not gonna do anything. I am just gonna sit back and relax.
Because as far as I can tell, the cube doesn't really help your Mjolnir.
No, not at the moment.
Okay.
You are correct, sir. Let's
I thought
go.
you were about to pull some kind of voodoo magic on me and like kill me, like instantly.
Nah.
That ain't me.
Well, good game, guys. No, just kidding.
Trey didn't see the truck coming.
Alright, we're going to go for a.
For energy.
We're gonna rip over a.
Rip another cube. Rip a chaos warp.
Are we? No, we're not.
No, we're not.
We're gonna do this the right way, boys. So we're gonna spin this down to a. It's already spun this one down, so I'm gonna spin this one down to a shield.
One bolt and one shield, thanks to Mjolnir and Bifrost.
Because I keep on thinking that I have more than one energy, or more than two energy fixers.
More than two energy
let's
fixers.
go
Beggars can't be choosers.
And rip a Chaos Warp.
Chaos warp is about to happen,
I'm
folks.
gonna forego using the Cosmic Cube for now.
Okay.
And I'm going to Mjolnir. I'm gonna hit.
So Trey's
I'm gonna go
multiple
1,
man.
2. I'm not gonna do any of that. So I'm gonna go 1 on my beast, and then I'm gonna go 2 on your multiple man.
All right.
Multiple man knocked out, so Swarm is no more. Which means now Trey will pull 4 of them.
And then I'm gonna,
Incredible
yeah,
play I was about to have.
yeah. Cool multiple man, bro.
Yeah, 3 multiple man out of the bag, which would have been
One
a
of these
Swarm
days
for
you want
3.
to rally whenever your sidekicks are actually in the use pile.
I did it once.
I did a thing.
I did a thing with my thing.
We can roll this. There we go.
Hey, lots of masks there for Trey.
Side would have been more fun. Pay a mask. We're gonna make 1, 2, 3, 4 of your characters into villains.
I'm assuming it's gonna be the sidekicks.
It doesn't matter which ones they are.
It kind of does, especially if you're gonna KO my dudes.
This one doesn't KO them because it's not the double burst side. So
What happens? Oh, okay.
yeah, nothing, and you just take damage. So you'll take 4 damage.
Trey sheds blood across the battlefield. 4 damage. That could have been super awesome if he rolled some more, or if his Swarmer was still in the field. Mjolnir is going to put a stop to that, especially with a couple different targets of Joe's own dice in his field.
Again?
So Cube and
Back at it
Mjolnir.
again.
Also Cube and Chaos Warp.
Fans.
Back at it again with the white vans.
Oh, well, that was that.
Gets Mjolnir. Did not get Chaos Warp, so that's unfortunate. He still is going to be able to knock out Trey's multiple man, so Swarm will be shut down. Which is at least the defensive end of his strategy.
Yep. Rip over a struggle.
The struggle's happening. It's about to get vicious in here, folks.
And your multiple man is just 1 toughness?
Yep.
1-1.
We'll just do 1, 2 again.
Strikes him on the head.
Them 1s and 2s.
Trey could get an Electra here, and then he couldn't be targeted by
I
Mjolnir.
still think it's cool to have all those multiple man.
Dude, I love it. It's hilarious.
I mean, the good news for Trey is that Joe does have characters in the field to target with the
Get.
ye old Villain Maker Global.
We'll keep this. We're gonna pay 1 to field multiple man, and then we're going to rip an Avengers ID card. My secret weapon.
Apparently.
Probably didn't see it coming.
for those that don't know, the Electra I'm talking about is
And then
says while Electra is active, your character dice with purchase cost of 2 or less cannot be targeted by globals.
Dude's villains. I was like, man,
Oh, that's not going to protect against Mjolnir. My B.
Zangief over here.
Zangief. Classic
Because you a
Zangief.
bad guy does not make you a bad
bad
guy.
guy. Man, that was a great reference. I haven't seen the second one yet.
Oh, sweet. Okay, let's do this.
Did you just roll it, pull it again?
No, not Mjolnir. I got
Oh.
Chaos Warp and Vicious Struggle.
Oh no.
Let's live the dream, folks.
There it is. Got both on action sides. So the idea here is that Joe is going to... he didn't get cube with this, which would have been extra
That's where it
awful.
gets weird.
But he's going to do damage for the characters that roll
3 dice in the bag, so.
and for the energies that roll. Again, the issue, though, is he has 3 dice in the bag. Not really enough to
That
do a
time
whole
you
bunch of
used
damage.
Chaos Warp against me, and you just did 7 damage to yourself.
Also, one of the dice in Joe's bag
Are you
is
saying
a
that wasn't
cube.
a good time? Because I enjoyed it. I'm pretty sure you enjoyed it as well.
I did. You're right.
We're gonna rip a boom boom. Which
Rip a,
is what I
rip a,
should've
rip a
been
dip a
doing.
boom boom.
I'm an idiot. It's like, hey, cool basics. Alright, so we're gonna do Vicious Struggle first. And then we're gonna warp. Let's do. Alright, so.
Come on, do the warp.
Interesting thing, I was reading up on the text in Chaos Warp. And this is what happens. So if I roll a character face, it deals damage to you. If I roll an energy, it deals damage to me. But these actions are neither, so no damage is dealt. But I take one, you take one.
There we go. 1 for 1 thanks to Vicious Struggle.
Fun.
Also, Joe, being down already in health,
And then back.
Vicious Struggle is
I'll do it all over again next turn.
I was gonna
is
say, you did all that
severely
work to
neutered.
basically replicate the Luke Cage global.
Pretty much.
Pay fist fist.
There's a
Because-
possibility of me swarming.
Oh, you're right.
In theory, Trey could swarm his whole bag here.
1, 2, 3.
He does
4
get the
dice,
lantern
we
ring.
just
Swarm 1. Maybe he pulls
freaking
another one
rally
here.
us At the worst times ever. Swarm a second time.
All right.
Uh,
Carnage is over.
right.
In theory, he rolls generic on rally. There we go.
Now that's what I'm talking
Actually,
about.
that's a great roll. The only thing could be better is Avengers ID and the
Which
fist
ID card is it?
could be switched.
It's the one that gives your Avengers +2/+2.
Ooh.
Also has the
Avengers I have
Avenger
+2.
Maker on it.
Well, I mean, you've got all those masks.
Exactly. Second win condition. That fell off.
There's the Avengers card and more masks, which is
Look at that.
so rowdy.
So
So,
vertical.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What does your beast do? You get to move stuff?
2 dice into the bag.
2 dice in the bag,
I
which
dare you.
Joe would love. The problem is he doesn't have any characters in his use pile. I mean, but with Vicious Struggle,
6. I'm gonna make all your characters into villains.
Okay.
Trey's gonna KO all of them with a
then
ring.
I'm going to use Lantern Ring, but it's on its double burst side, so it'll knock out all of your characters.
Okay, so you take 6 damage from dealing me 6 damage.
Yes, I do.
Because of Vicious.
Remember that.
I'm at 9, you're at 13.
It's Vicious.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm at 10, because I was at 16. And you knocked them all out?
Yep.
Oh,
Joe's at
sweet. Let me
10
just send
health.
these 4 back to the...
10 dice to the bag. Or sorry, 4 dice to the bag. 2 for each beast.
It's fine. You won't have anything. Oh, they go into your bag. Oh.
Mhm.
So he doesn't
It's
want.
fine, you won't have anything in your
He doesn't want those actions in his bag because they
Um,
don't do
bag. I
anything
totally
for
did this exactly how I wanted
Chaos Warp.
to.
Trey's
actually,
probably gonna give.
it's- 'cause it
a
says you can set
sidekick.
up to 2, so
Oh, he
you
didn't.
use
He didn't
1
keep
for
any
each.
masks.
So we're just gonna do these 2 basic actions.
Okay. The rest stay out.
Trey doesn't have a mask to make anything an Avenger.
And then,
You ain't got no mask, Lieutenant Dan.
I get to prep a die from my bag thanks to Avengers ID card.
Trey with the most efficient use.
Oh.
The most efficient use of Avengers ID.
Rally is a sad face. And I'll pass.
I
2 in the bag.
think this is.
Good
This is a great matchup for round 3 when I can just kind of
Could we just not
chuckle to
throw this
myself
down, please?
through the game. Joe's game plan is going to be...
And what? Okay.
Alright, he's rolling almost everything he owns. I think Boom Boom is going to be his biggest source of actual damage. Chaos Warp is going to be some novelty damage. Oh my gosh. Energy on everything except for Chaos Warp. Let's see how this progresses.
Let's do this again, shall we?
Yeah, just go for the full Monty here, Joe. Reroll it all.
Oh,
Gets a Boom Boom and a
awesome.
Beast.
Except for the vicious struggle.
Didn't get Vicious Struggle. Yeah,
Right,
this is the one thing that didn't hit.
All right, so we're gonna pay a fist to field a level 2 Boom Boom. Field this guy right here. What am I gonna do with my life?
Oh, this is the common Boom Boom, not the super
Or the
rare.
bag.
While Boom Boom is active,
Culinary
oh, because
pizza.
that's a 2-cost die. When you use a basic action die, it deals 2
Sauce.
damage to a target opponent or character. So, gonna be chunking away 2 damage at a time, except for when the cube comes through, be 4 damage
Do I risk going lower? That's
per
the
basic
question.
action die, which
How
is a
low
lot.
Can you go? So I'm actually gonna cube over another vicious struggle.
Gonna chalkboard one over.
Another vicious struggle.
I do love that card.
And then I'm going to. Yeah, I guess I'll use Chaos Warp.
Gonna use Chaos Warp anyway. Gonna go for it. Let's see what character / energy faces get rolled.
Hey, I got a character face.
1 damage.
So you take 1, I take 2.
Joe down to 8.
So you're down to 12, I'm down to 8.
Trey at 12. The Chaos Warp
You-
has happened.
Whenever I activate Chaos Warp, you're not gonna take 2. Your multiple mana is gonna take 2.
Ooh. Oh, from Boom Boom.
Don't take anything.
No, you take 1 from the Chaos Warp landing a character face.
Right.
And
Oh,
then
no, from her. Gotcha.
from Boom Boom, sorry.
Boom
You're
Boom.
gonna take 2.
Alright.
Multiple mans gonna take 2.
This game is so awkward and so close at the same
We
time.
good?
Yeah.
Trey will not get a
And
swarm
I'm
next
gonna
turn.
purchase nothing because I don't want to.
Buy a rally.
I should.
I mean, Rally would be good fuel for Boom
All
Boom.
this stuff's gonna go back in.
Also, after Chaos Warp, it all goes to your used pile, right? So there
Oh
would
wait,
be
they're
a...
in my use pile now. Sweet. So
Right.
I'm gonna use this fist to do a ring global and put this guy out as a sidekick.
There it is. Again, if you guys out there have not played
And then
with the
I'm
Ring
going
Global,
to-
it is... I highly recommend the experience. Ring Res from back in the day.
pass
Woof.
priority,
Back to you.
and then I'm gonna purchase Chaos Warp? Question mark?
Can you do that? Like, pass priority, then I'm gonna buy something?
Yeah, because you passed the priority back to me, and then I continued with. Because whenever you pass priority, you're not leaving the main step. You're still in the main step. You're just.
Just saying,
You're
hey,
just. Yeah.
use the globals now.
Yeah.
Word.
Let's see what Trey's got here. 3 multiple man.
Um,
He pretty much just wants to generate
well,
enough masks here. He could
This is the
also...
weirdest game.
He could also have enough attackers here to sneak something through.
it's so silly.
So if he gets all 3 of these multiple mans rolled, and he gets 4 masks, I guess that's impossible. Doesn't have the mask fixer. Unlucky.
But we don't do it for us. We do it for the fans.
Do it
Yeah,
for the
all those
kids.
people watching.
Hear that, Ross? For the fans.
I mean, do it for the kids, you know?
Um,
I lied. The dadliest game. This is the dadliest
All of
game.
the elf thieves.
Average viewer
myself.
age is probably like
I'm gonna
29.
spin this down to a shield.
Props to you people that are not 29 yet. But also props to you people that are
Another lantern
29.
ring.
Tomorrow you rolled 2 gardeners and they rolled double energy.
That's right. And
Oh, not
and
tomorrow.
I'm gonna use the
That
green
feeling
one.
win. That mood win. Yeesh. Guy Gardner, man.
Sidekick to
Guy
take his
Gardner is the
place,
most
'cause
bipolar
it
dice
felt like
in the
big.
game. He either gets real big and
Alright,
nasty, or he's just like, he's only worth his own 2 hands, you know? Look at all those dice going into Joe's bag. This is a wonderful game 3.
It's the best. Oh, just draw
Oh, I love
Yes.
this.
Oh my god, no! Gosh.
And
Vicious
Joe
Struggle in
has
the back, though.
Joe has everything in his bag, by the way. He has probably
But all I
10
need is
dice in the
one.
bag.
Alright. So I got 2.
He didn't get cube, which really would have made this terrible,
I
like
don't think-
terribly gross for Trey.
Let's see.
He needs Chaos Warp to roll here.
Oh,
He gets
sweet.
it. He gets
Alright.
it. And 2 a generic, which is, I mean, 2 generic, whatever.
Good for you. Alright.
This is going to be exciting. I mean, this could be lethal. Joe's going to use 2 actions, which is going to be 4 from
Hardest time trying to figure out what
Boom
the
Boom.
heck is happening here. He's like, well,
Trey's going to take 4 from
they're
Boom Boom.
making what seems to be terrible choices.
And he could, I mean, he's got 8 dice in his
So
bag,
we're going
for
to
sure.
use Vicious Struggle, and I'm gonna actually hit you for 2, putting you down to 10.
So, Boom
What's
Boom.
that damage coming from Boom Boom?
From Boom Boom.
Great.
And then I'm gonna use Chaos Warp, and I'm gonna do another 2 to you.
Tie game.
Tie ball
So
game,
here we
folks.
go, all the marbles, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's adjust the score before the Chaos Warp gets crazy.
Just the way I wanted it.
All of the dice from the bag.
Okay.
2 character
So,
faces.
character face,
That's 2 damage.
and 5 energy. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Trey
So you take
takes
I
7.
take 5. That'll put
Oh
you at 1.
my goodness.
And I've got 5 attackers, and you've got 3 blockers.
Yep,
GG.
you can attack and win.
That was the rowdiest game I've ever seen. Guys, I could not have arranged a better round 3 game. For all I was doing was giggling to myself over here while, sort of wandering off into delirium. So, fantastic game. Chaos Warp, just really did it.
I have one question for your fans.
That's
Are you
right.
not entertained? Is
How
this not what you wanted?
how could you not be entertained? I might just upload this and just title it the most entertaining game of Dice Masters ever.
Or the weirdest game?
The problem is people would watch it and think that I was like actually serious about it being. I mean, it wasn't entertaining, but I wouldn't want that to be the peak of the game. I don't know, but
No. This is like you should do this. Like you should be like, viewer beware.
viewers beware. Chaos Warp is real.
Just covered in clickbait. Like, Chaos Warp has finally, worked out. Exclamation point, exclamation point.
It's gonna say-
Quickest ending to a game ever.
It's gonna
There
say
you go.
quickest game ever, and then it should say the game that put Zarina Cube to rest.
The lantern ring that no one knew
The
about.
lantern.
Secret lantern ring.
Oh, well, great game. I'll see you guys here in a minute. Back in the chat.
Good game.
Good
Oh
game.
man, that was super fun. But I really want to know how the other game went. Bodie says he missed 2 Guy Gardners at the end. But I am curious to know how Zarina Cube versus Zarina Cube went, because I bet that was just as wild, just in a different way. Like I just feel like the rolls are so important. If you missed next week Orbital Barrage, oh gosh, we could. I think next week we might have a special broadcast. But once I get some details, I'll share those with you guys. What was I gonna say? Oh right, I want to know how Zarina Cube went. Mediocre. We should play a format where so every what am I even trying to say? Every player only brings orbital barrage. I mean orbital strike and chaos warp, and then we decide before the game that heads of a coin is one of them and tails is the other. And anytime you roll an action die, you flip the coin and you get one or the other. Zarina mirror match. I bet it was still sick. Flip a coin whether you get orbital strike or chaos warp. Morph works on both. Woof. Actually, I mean, I don't own the Warhammer stuff yet, but I do want to play Morph Orbital Strike. Constantine and Guy Gardner's didn't roll for me. Oh, that's rough. That Constantine, oh man. I feel like the first Worlds I ever watched was like Constantine craziness. Constantine Lantern Ring or something. I don't know what it was. Bodhi had bad rolls. Arena Cube went off and a tune helped. Yas. Yas. Well, good games all around, everybody. I'm going to wrap up shop. It is 11:30. It is about that time. Thanks for dropping in. Big thanks to everybody for playing, chilling, chatting. Matt, thanks for being here and hanging out. Reg, have fun in Cuba, bro. Everybody, if you haven't already, like the Weekly Dice Arena Facebook page. I made a Facebook page to be slightly more... just so that all the information can be in one place. I hold the record for best game ever on stream. We do need to have like a high score list or something. Some super artificial tier list of players. But I feel like... Anywho, what was I saying? I'm leaving. I'm going to bed. Thanks for being here, everybody, making it a good time as always. Love you guys. Mean it. Peace.